Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Square Eye Syndrome TV podcast. I am Ben Gilman, and it is great to see you all again. I can't see you. This is an audio recording. I'm just going to move on. Hello. I'm, as always, joined by a man who's always getting quite sick and tired of being asked, where is Diagon Alley? It's Tom Hill. It might be the beard.
You know what? That's actually quite good, Ben. I'll give you that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm also... Okay, I thought I was going to get an FU, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm also joined by a man who can find your missing family members. They're most probably in his sex cupboard. Just read Brittany and Christina. They're sorted out for you. It's Dan Rudge.
First off, who told you?
The coupling joke continues. And again, cool. And we're joined by a special guest. It's Troy Salmon. I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Welcome back, bitch. Where have you been?
Yeah. I'm back.
Welcome back, boy.
Oh man, I know. It's been a long time.
I'm kind of disappointed. I had 50 quid down in the pool for you not turning up, just a ransom note.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll pay you back later.
I don't know who this Troy guy is, but apparently he's hot shit on YouTube. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. There's always been three of us. All right, welcome back, sir. In all seriousness, welcome back. How are you doing?
Thank you very much. I feel good, you know. Just finished work, you know. Yeah, join the lads, join the boys, you know. Get it done, you know. That's what you get it done. Get it done. That's what you do, you know. Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. Tom, Dan, how are you?
Yeah, not bad, man.
But considering that we're still stuck in the third half of 2020.
But Kota Ibushi is IWGP champion. So.
Oh my gosh, he did it!
Yes, I can still live with that. So, got kissable lips. I'm just a straight man, but Kota Ibushi's lips. Anyway, so Tom, do you want to go first?
Thank you for the offer. Yes, sir, I shall.
Because you didn't get to say nothing last week. 10 minutes, you got it. Go.
Woohoo! Right, so as I mentioned on last week's episode, I'm going to stick with the two picks that I said I was going to talk about. First one is a TV show called The Newsroom. Have any of you guys come across this?
I've heard of it.
Heard of it?
Yeah, haven't seen it. Heard of it.
Ben, Dan?
Nope.
I'm going to have to say that apart from the title, I'm not entirely sure what it's about.
It's a TV show set within the newsroom, oddly enough.
Wow.
What a shocker. Wow, I can see why you waited a week.
Back up off the floor here.
Hold on, I've just fallen over. I'm just putting my chair back on its legs. Right, I'm ready. Hit me with more startling news, Tom.
Right, so it is a really good show. That's all I'm going to say on it. It's the main star in it is Jeff Daniels.
Okay.
Who you would know from many films, including Dumb and Dumber, Speed, shitloads of stuff.
He's not Jim Carrey. He's not
Jim Carrey. He's the other one in Dumb and Dumber.
Cool.
But he's a brilliant actor.
Enough, Jeff Daniels isn't Jim Carrey. Sometimes Jim Carrey is Jeff Daniels, but Jeff Daniels is never Jim Carrey.
Well, yeah, that's very true.
I like that.
Good rule. That's a good rule.
So, the basic premise of this show is you've got a guy who has spent the last 2 or 3 years, he's the anchor for the main news channel at Atlantis Cable News, which is obviously a fake TV show. But he's kind of made his place by being real middle of the road. Nobody knows his politics. He doesn't push people, and he used to, and he's kind of become completely numb. And the chief executive, who's his boss, hires him a new producer, played by a woman called Emily Mortimer. Once again, you probably do know her. She's an English actress. She was in... have you seen the film The 51st State?
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
So the woman who plays Robert Carlyle's girlfriend.
Aye.
the American Scouser character. That's her. And she plays this new producer, and she basically gets him to start being more hard-hitting and all. And it's about the development of the story. There's loads of really good characters in it. They kind of frame it within... Not necessarily every week is like a major episode. There's 25 episodes in all over 3 seasons. And there's development of relationships, so all the kind of stuff that you'd get in a work environment. But it kind of plays on... It's the 2012... election for Obama and the coverage of that. It deals with the assassination of Osama bin Laden, things like that. So it kind of picks major moments that occurred. It's written by what's his name? Aaron Sorkin. Do you know this guy?
Heard of him, yeah.
Have you seen this guy?
He is the guy who created and wrote The West Wing.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the great shows of all time. Okay.
Yes.
I've never seen that show.
He also wrote the film. He also wrote the script for A Few Good Men.
Oh, damn! Another
I've
classic.
seen that.
Enemy of the State.
Oh my, another one.
Yeah.
And The Social Network.
Okay.
This guy is
Mark Zuckerberg.
notch. I could have just said this is a show written by this guy, and you would have wanted to go and watch it anyway. But believe me, Jeff Daniels is fucking impeccable in this show. He's brilliant. Starts off being a real dick, and it's a development thing. Predictably so. It's an American show that's reasonably feel good. But it deals with, over time, the issues of national security, what the press can get away with. There's one thing where they follow for the entire second series rumors of the American military using sarin gas and stuff like that, and how much evidence they need to have before they'll go forward with it. All this kind of... So it's an interesting thing about finding the right amount of sources and all that kind of stuff as well. But it's witty when it needs to be. It's hard hitting when it needs to be. It's got a cast that are just stellar. Like I say, it's only 25 episodes long. It is not a hugely long show. It's about an hour per episode, and it really is worth taking the time to watch it. It's so good. And yeah, there is really nothing else that I can say on it other than, based on the guy who wrote it and the cast it's got, watch it.
Well,
That's
And where can you watch this show?
Well, it was done for, I don't know which company in America picked it up, but on here it was with Sky Atlantic.
Okay.
So obviously you would probably want to go and find it somewhere illegal, seeing as you don't want to give Rupert Murdoch a penny of your money.
No, he can go fuck himself. Yes.
But I
Not that we're advocating for you to go and pirate anything, but
No, we are not advocating.
as long as you don't pay Rupert Murdoch, we're cool.
Yeah, disclaimer.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go.
We are not advocating piracy. I'm merely expressing the fact that I know Ben will not watch it.
The
if it's
views
on
of Dan
Sky.
Raj are the views of everyone with Square Syndrome.
I dispute that, but we'll leave it there for now.
I'm sure.
I had to do it once.
Right, so that's my first show, and like I say, I'm a big fan of it. The second one, I'm sticking in the same kind of area again. It's a show from 2019. It's called The Loudest Voice. Any of you heard of this?
Sounds a bit rapey.
No.
You don't know how close you are on that one.
Oh, good. I'm so glad I can tell these things. Good. Doesn't make me creepy or anything.
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to go there. No, let's continue.
I wasn't even making a rape joke. I was just guessing.
I'm going to say something. I'm not going there. I'm not going to go there. Go on.
Tom, take it away.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Good luck.
Go ahead.
Right, so The Loudest Voice is a
boy.
2019 show about a guy called Roger Ailes, and he was the mastermind and chief executive of Fox News. He created it. He joined up with Rupert Murdoch in 1995 and created the 24-hour news division that is Fox News.
Man, but it's getting a lot of press this week.
But this is a brilliant show. Roger Ailes, if you ever see a picture of the man, was balding, fat bloke. But the reason he left Fox News in the end back in 2016 was that he was accused of having sexually harassed hundreds of women.
Damn.
And one of them had got him on tape doing it. But once again, this show is not as good as the Newsroom. It's written well, but it's not anywhere near as good. It's set over the course of his 20 years working for Murdoch. So it ages to different timelines. So it starts in 1995 with him setting it up. The next one is 2001 and the 9/11 attacks and things like that, and how news networks develop these things. So Roger Ailes, this is true of the man apparently, and is what's portrayed in the TV show. Basically, he was very conservative. He was pro-Trump. He was a political advisor to Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, and George Bush Sr. before going into television.
And Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Rudy Giuliani. I do apologise. You're quite right.
Well, that was after television, because that was...
Yeah. Anyway, yes. So Roger Ailes, and he had conservative values. He didn't like people who weren't white middle class, essentially. And he changed the entire face of news by going for kind of bombastic, big personalities rather than actually having provable facts, things like that. He basically argued that no network pushed a conservative agenda, which is what Fox News did, obviously culminating in 2016 and Donald Trump. But it's things like this was the guy who perpetuated the rumor that Obama didn't have a birth certificate that showed he was American. This is the guy who on 9/11 chose to show people jumping out of windows rather than before the building collapsed. He's a shock jock arsehole and a womanizing git. And yeah, so it's the story of him, basically. It's got a really good cast. It's got people like Sienna Miller. Roger Ailes is quite surprisingly played by Russell Crowe, and he does a fantastic job.
Really?
He's got a proper big fat suit on and things, and yeah, you can see it's Russell Crowe some of the time, but you forget so often. And he's got a pretty good American accent. He nails it pretty well. His performance. This has got about I think it's got 53% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's divisive. But everybody says that Russell Crowe is amazing in it, so his performance alone is worth the watch, I would say. It's only 7 episodes long, and so it's about an hour per episode again, so it's a very short thing. And like I say, Russell Crowe's performance is worth the watch. To be honest, it was such a good performance. I found myself being enraged at the character, and I knew I was watching a adaptation of a TV show. That's it. And yet I was fucking hating the character beyond all belief as I watched it. And that's what a good TV show can do. Make you, like, my skin crawled when he walked on the screen and there was a woman in the room, because I thought, oh God, what's he going to do now? And it's like, it was just so good. It's basically the perfect example of a bullying arsehole using his position to get what he wants. And yeah, it's really well done. Russell Crowe's performance is brilliant. The supporting cast are excellent, including Seth MacFarlane in a serious role. For those of you who don't know who Seth MacFarlane is, he's obviously the creator of Family Guy.
Yeah, the man.
But he plays like Roger Ailes' right-hand guy. And the character he played was Roger Ailes' right-hand man for like 15 years. And so he's kind of complicit in a lot of the shit they do. And yeah. But he does it really well as well. He plays a brilliant performance. And yeah, once again, it's a good show for a lot of different reasons. It made me angry watching it, but not because it was badly performed. It's because the story was well told. So coming back, The Newsroom, watch it because it's just good, well-written, good television. The Loudest Voice will piss you off if you have similar political views to me, but is worth it because Russell Crowe's performance is really good. And, that's me for this week.
Okay.
Solid.
Okay.
Much.
Not a dead body in sight. Look at that. You can do it. So, Okay, so I'm just going to go. I've got my 10 minutes. Okay. Put your seatbelts in. Here we go. So I'm just going to go continue picking up where I left off. So I want to talk about Jessica Jones season 2 Netflix. I know it's an old show, but I just generally wanted to say Dan was right. This is boring. I'm halfway through the season. Nothing's really going on. The characters are fine. The acting's great. They're giving more stuff to the homeless guy that is now working with Jessica Jones. I just want to say one thing. David Tennant, please come back. No, let's do that. It's really noticeable. It's really noticeable because David Tennant's a fantastic actor. I don't know who's giving more verbal blowjobs, me to David Tennant or Tom to Stephen Moffat at this point. I don't know. I don't want to care. I don't know.
Mostly keep on referencing that
every
over
week
and over again. You're just
I know.
You're a thirsty man, Ben.
Ben, I cannot emphasize this clearly enough. Go fuck yourself.
There we go. I got the F you out here. Brilliant. No, but, I will continue to watch it because now everything is tying into the Marvel Universe. So I'm watching everything. Yeah, you're going to hear about Inhumans in a month. Good luck to all of us when I get to that. So I'm going to quickly go over to RuPaul's Drag Race. I just want to say, because, Scottish, watching at the moment. Shut up. I just want to talk about Lawrence Chaney from Scotland is going to be with Tom. He's going to win it like Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship.
Oh, my God.
Scottish are taking over, man. Sorry. I'm really sorry about that. But, yeah, Drag Race is good. A couple of basic bitches have been knocked out.
Ben, that was a really good Spanish accent.
Thank you.
Right.
We should ask it. We should definitely ask a Spanish person next time. My brother's wife, for example. Hello, Ross. Hate you. So yeah, that's that one. That one's going well. And then back to the Marvel Universe because I'm watching the first episode of Runaways, which is based on a comic by Brian K. Vaughan. Very famous comic.
Ooh, Runaways. Okay.
Yeah. I've watched only the first episode, but the characters are like I remember them.
Yeah.
And it's got James Masters in. I went, ooh, because James Masters is very good. It's very quickly about teenagers who find out that their parents are evil supervillains. That's what I'm going to say. There is a slight change because this was filmed when the N word was a bad word. So one of the characters is now a sister to someone that wasn't there, but that's okay because obviously they have to get around that. That's fine. And there's a sister of one of the Nico, who's a Japanese American character. Who's got a sister that they all knew that died. That wasn't there. But this is the characters. This is the show. So I'm very excited to watch this show.
There are changes. I've seen a lot of it. There are changes to the comic book, but
I'm okay with that.
Most people who are fans of the comic book will definitely forgive the changes that happen.
Yeah,
I'm happy. I'm already happy about it. I love it. And the theme tune is very good as well. So I'm going to watch it in case you never know. Runaways versus Young Avengers. We can see where Disney Plus is putting them all. Come on. I can see you doing them all. So that's good. The Good Place finished. I watched all of that. That is a up and down show. It's about people going into the afterlife and then you find out it's in hell and that they were being tested.
Spoiler alert.
Well, tortured. I don't give a fuck. You've had 4 years to watch this show. That was like a plot twist 4 years ago. I'm sorry. Just go watch the show. It's really good. But it kind of Miranda'd on its third season. It's really good. Very funny. I know apparently I sound like Jason, who's one of the Asian characters on the show. I've just talked like him a lot now. Very American, California. He's really funny and stupid, but really funny comic relief. Good show. Bit back and forth that I think they were surprised every season that they had another season because they legitimately had to keep making the plot go. But always good. And the payoff is very satisfying. Very good show. Very funny. Go watch it. It's on Netflix. So we're going back to the Marvel Universe again. WandaVision. That show continues to blow up. I slagged off the first 3 episodes, but it's really, really good now. It's turned the corner. Troy, have you been watching this?
Yep, I've been watching WandaVision. It's amazing.
Come on. That cameo at the end of episode 5, bro, broke the internet in half.
Come on.
I literally screamed, "Are you effing kidding me? Are you effing kidding me?" when I saw that. I was like shocked.
I was like, yo, let's go.
I'm looking forward to it. If I want their dad to turn up, and that's all I'm going to say. That's careful, very careful. I want the daddy to turn up, and I don't care which actor it is. With Spider-Man happening, you can see that they're not giving an F word about it now. They're bringing everyone in. Come on, Hugh Jackman. Come on, Hugh Jackman.
Come on, Hugh Jackman now.
And I'm looking forward to the Falcon and Winter Soldier at the same time, because the staring contest between the two on that trailer, I want to see that show. Please, let's go, Marvel. Let's get the balls rolling. I'm excited. Also, I'm also going to go back to It's a Sin, which is a Channel 4 documentary written by brilliant man, Russell T Davies. It's based on gay people. We follow gay people in the decades for 5 episodes, living in London during the 80s, when it was pretty much deadly to be gay because you get killed and everything. And the AIDS pandemic, sorry. Really good. Really, really, really good. They have done themselves a disfavor, though. They could have done this for 5 series because they do a decade each episode. I feel there's so much more that they could have done to do like a 5-episode season, more depth. That's the only negative I have. Obviously, it's Russell T Davies. Really heartfelt stuff. He's a brilliant writer, as we all know. Doctor Who, Queer as Folk, millions of things I won't list here because I'll be boring the tits off of you. But really good, really camp, fun, also heartfelt. Yeah, Chris Trimble, are you fucking watching, bruv? Step down. I hope. There is also episode 4. There is a Doctor Who. One of the guys is an actor, so there is a Doctor Who reenactment, and that's when Sylvester McCoy was the Doctor. And it's obviously parallel to Doctor Who's going to get cancelled by the BBC anytime day now because Chris Trimble and Jodie Whittaker is shit. So I found that quite funny because it's coming again, isn't it? So I also want to do Red Dwarf Series 6. Gunman and Apocalypse is pretty average, and Polymorph 2 very high class. we're not doing a special. We're not doing a Ben special next week. I'm back for the next episode.
Oh no, we're doing a Ben special.
Yeah, we're
week.
doing a Ben special.
You can all kiss my ass. No, that's it. Done. I
love the way Ben just ran through about 10 shows. I love it.
Yeah, this is how I do it because I'm watching shows regularly. I haven't finished a lot of stuff. I just thought.
Ben, you still have 2 minutes.
I love fun. Awkward. No. Just generally, I can see what Dan meant about Jessica Jones season 2. It doesn't have a threat. It's just it's great acting, great writing.
If
there's nothing to propel the plot
forward.
forward.
If you like the acting, then you'll still enjoy it. But if you're there to get the same level of story as the first season, sorry.
They shot their load with such a fantastic villain and actor in David Tennant. I'll watch the whole thing.
The second season really should have been about Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, but they decided to give Luke Cage his own shot.
You know what? I'm just going to put this in now because I was going to say you were going to do. I'll save it for next week's intro. Actually, I'm not going to tell you. I've got it saved up. Okay. I know RuPaul's Drag Race, but you're going to get this every week. It was a start of the season was a bit controversial at the beginning because they started filming during COVID, and 2 of the basic bitches, 2 got knocked out earlier that were quite good, and then 2 cosplayers got through and they got knocked out. So it's good again. And Lawrence Cheney is from Scotland. He's going to win it all. But that was India.
Right,
Jamaican.
Brilliant Polish accent there.
Brilliant. Landed it. Who wants it next? I'm done. Drop. Mic drop. 10 minutes done. Oh.
Troy, you haven't had a chance in a while. Go for it.
Oh gosh! All right.
You sound like you've already done.
Ben just cracked me up about 10 different shows. I was like, wow.
I felt like a news reporter having to get that done. That was hard.
Hello, my name is Ben Gilman.
Which sweaty Men in Tights have you been watching this week, Troy?
Oh, oh man, there's.
And why is it porn? Right.
Women porn, not men porn. Let's get that straight. But let's
We like that.
There we go. Okay, so
are you watching WEW again? Oh dear.
WEW. Flip it out. All right. Okay, so let's go over the first one. So Let's get this out of the way right now. Okay, we got something called Resident Alien. Have you heard of it?
The name rings a bell, but I don't know it.
Oh my days, Resident Alien.
No.
Sounds like a fever dream.
Okay, so it's a sci-fi / black comedy, I guess. That's what it is. It's on Sci-Fi Channel, by the way, if you want to go find it. It's literally just started in January 27th. And my gosh, the first episode, I've only seen one episode, and it got me hooked. I was like, no, I'm gonna watch this the rest of this season. I just wanted to sit and talk to you guys about it. So,
Okay, hold on. So you've had 5 weeks off basically, and this is what you bring, one show. What have you been doing, bro?
What do you mean one show? What are you talking about? We do 20 shows.
I wanted to make your 10 minutes, go for it, but I'll talk to you about this afterwards. Go.
We do 20 shows.
Oh God, you gotta stay behind after class, Troy.
No, me never. I'm the rebel. I'll be out before then. All right, okay, so let's go. All right, okay.
For 5 weeks, Troy. Get on with it. No, make it count.
It's your fault, man. It's your fault. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got the Resident Alien. So it's based off like a comic as well. So Dark Horse Comics. And it was basically the starring Alan Tudyk. I don't know if you heard of him, Adam Tudyk. Really good actor. Yeah, you know. I know Dan would know for a fact. Great actor, man. Yeah, so good. His expressions, like the way he acts, just man, the movements, I love it. But the main crux of the story.
He's in Firefly.
Yes, Firefly. I think he's in Dollhouse.
The pilot is it Wash?
Yes. Oh my God, so good. This guy is too good. This guy is so underrated for some reason. For some reason, he's so underrated. I don't know why. I don't know. He's in a lot of stuff, but for some reason, I feel he's underrated. But yeah, he's headlining this show. He's the main character. He's the resident alien, as the title suggests. He crash lands on Earth because his main mission was to literally destroy the Earth. But for some reason, like a lightning strike hits the side of his ship, crash lands, takes this guy's body. Literally, technically, I don't know if the guy's actually dead, but he takes his form, picks him up, throws him into the lake, which is like literally icy. You don't know if he's trying to look for the guy. But literally he's taking his form, he's taking his job, he's taking his life, and he's literally just trying to get used to the human way of thinking, trying to live the human life because he's trying to blend in because his ship's crash landed, he's trying to fix his ship. And he's literally just trying to fix his ship up now. And he realizes certain humans can see him for what he really looks like. And the way they play with this as well, just literally, I think it's like little kids, certain kids can see him. And he makes me laugh because he's right in the episode, he's literally trying to kill this kid. I was dying. At the same time, I was like, I was watching it with my family and I was like, oh my days, this is actually so jokes because he literally sneaks into this boy's room, hides underneath the bed, and the kid's like, Ma, there's someone in my room. And then there was like, nah, there's no one there. Let me check underneath the bed. Okay, no one's there. So then they leave, and then the alien, then he goes, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And the humor in this show is so good. And even the side characters, the support characters are amazing as well. There's a black cop. He calls himself Big Black. He's he's a character called Mike Thompson, played by Corey Reynolds. He's got this sheriff, this deputy sheriff, this woman, and she's in. Okay, they're in the car. They're staking out the place because they think this guy's dodgy because the way Alan Tudyk's character is basically being portrayed, he's supposed to be a doctor. And he's acting so shady because he doesn't act the way a normal human should act. So then they're staking him out, and his deputy goes, okay, I want to play some music. So she turns on his radio, and the guy goes, Big Black goes, wait, why you don't touch man's radio? What's wrong with you? You don't do that. I'm gonna give some music right now. They go, and he starts like beatboxing Amazing Grace, and I'm dying. I'm dying this whole time. Then she starts talking with this show. That's all I'm gonna say on this show. There's so much stuff to go into this show. It's so damn good. This is one episode, guys. This is one episode. I could go deep with this. So this is one episode, but yeah. So that's just my little take on the first episode, Resident Alien. So damn good, sci-fi.
Nice.
The thing with sci-fi, it scares me because most of this stuff just gets cancelled, you know. So I'm afraid, you know, sometimes, but sci-fi just starts out so good, you know, and then it just kind of goes, and you're like, okay, is it that show gonna last? But I feel Alan Tudyk, yeah, his show, this needs to last, man. This show is so good right now, and this is one episode, and I'm cracking up all the time, and the premise is so good. I'm loving it. So yeah, that's my first one. That's my first pick, Resident Alien. So next up, I don't know if you guys have heard of this. I don't know, but it's called, drumroll please, Into the Badlands. There you go. Have you guys heard of this show before?
No.
Never.
No.
My gosh. Oh my gosh, Into the Badlands. Okay, so I'm gonna pose this question to you guys.
Okay.
Okay. You a fan of martial arts?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai, motherfucker!
Never mind Cobra Kai.
Never mind Cobra Kai. It's martial arts in general, yeah. Martial arts movies.
I love
Gastelum.
martial arts, yeah.
Kevin Gastelum.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, all
Definitely
them,
down with that.
So yeah, there's this actor called Daniel Wu. He like helped produce this show, Into the Badlands, like a post-apocalyptic Mad Max type world. And there's different factions, and they're called barons, who are the head of these clans. And this show is amazing, my gosh. The directing, the editing, the fight scenes. My gosh, the fight scenes. I could go all day about the fight scenes in this show. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. My gosh.
Oh yeah. Okay. I know who this guy is.
Yes, you know I'm going. Trust me.
Are you Ric Flair today?
Yeah, I'm going Ric Flair up in here. Woo! Trust me, this show
boy.
is getting hyped. But yeah, Into Badlands. So let's go into a quick premise of the show, real quick for you guys. In a post-apocalyptic world, approximately 500 years into the future. So this is like a futurescape type show as well. So as I said before, Mad Max, post-apocalyptic world. So civilization's in ruins. Technology is literally all but wiped out. It's almost like the restart of humanity in a way, because there is this secret society, these people called the Dark-Eyed People, because they have these kind of gifts, these abilities. They can heal themselves, they can heal people.
Hold on. The name of the people is what?
No, they're called the Dark-Eyed People.
That sounds racist.
No,
Okay,
but literally,
just keep
if
going.
you see the show, you know what it means when they say that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's this almost like, wow, my gosh, that does have racial undertones to it. But if you see the show, it makes sense. But it's like so good. My gosh. Yeah, it makes sense. So they use like old school like weapons, like sort of swords, but mostly sword play. And my gosh, the sword play! Woo! Once again, the sword play is so good. It's like I'm watching archery. I'm literally watching fencing right now. I'm like, oh my, so good.
You do realise between all the wooing and the machine gun sounds, you're most probably making me imagine what Lacey Evans and Ric Flair are doing right now. Yeah, be careful.
I knew someone was gonna say. I knew you were doing that.
Zack Ryder in the corner, just woo.
Congratulations to Oscar, though. You get to keep your title for Elimination Chamber. You won't lose it to Lacey Evans.
Jeez, don't get me started on that.
Oh, thank God for that.
Please don't.
Sorry, Troy.
Okay. I'm gonna get upset just by listening to that. That's my girl, man. But anyways, back to the story. So encompassing several states located between the Rocky Mountains and Mississippi River, so that's where all these barons are located. So it's like it's almost like feudal Japan in this kind of situation, because they all know different languages. There's people called clippers who are under the barons, who they train up to like go out there and fight other people and gain other territories. Plus you got the nomads. You got a guy called the River King. He owns the ocean. Everyone goes there. He's like the ferryman. You got to pay him. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay a price. And then you got all these people. These people live in the mountains. You got the monks. So they're the people who got all these gifts because they know what's going on, and everyone's trying to control this gift. And I'm almost finished the show right now because there's 3 seasons. There's 3 episodes left I've got to watch, but I'm saving them right now because this show is so good. I'm just like, I don't really want to finish it. I don't want to finish it because if it finishes, it's over. I don't. But yeah.
Gotta wrap it up.
I know, I gotta wrap it up. But yeah, so Into the Badlands. My gosh, Into Badlands. Okay, so let's see if we can find this show. So right now, I'd say it's an AMC, but I'm trying to see where I could actually see it. The Badlands. Yes, Amazon Prime. There we go. Amazon Prime. That's where you guys can see it. So yeah, that's just my 2 shows: Resident Alien and Into the Badlands. My
Lovely.
God, play this.
Ooh. Thank you, Troy. Welcome back.
Whew, trust me, I'm so hyped on those shows, but yeah, go on.
We've missed your enthusiasm. We've had to go extra hard.
We have.
Thank you.
Hey, man.
Well,
Welcome back.
Since I'm the last one left to do this before we head into our extra features for today, I'm going to say that I've had this sort of stereotypical thing that's been going on for the last little while, where I've been telling everybody all and sundry, and it's been repeated over and over: do not fucking watch the fucking Dwarf. So, just because I want you to have as many ways that you can consume your Pratchett, and all you Kevins can get out there can get exactly what the fuck you want without having to go to this travesty of a reconstituted piece of meat of a show.
I know, you saying that the people that made this show should be nailed to the fucking wall.
Oh, damn.
I'm saying that the people that made this show have to be produced the way it had to be produced, rather than the way that initially it was imagined, which would have been wonderful.
Okay.
Would be, nailed to the wall with, I don't know, like tent pegs.
10 pegs.
But anyway, that's by the by. So we're going to talk about something which Terry Pratchett had. It's the brainchild of Terry Pratchett, and it's called the Johnny Maxwell Trilogy. Has anyone heard of this?
No.
No, never heard that. No.
Initially, these are 3 books by Terry Pratchett. They're actually in school curriculum in English in quite a lot of schools in the UK.
Well, I always at my school because they never used them. Pratchett.
Only You Can Save Mankind is the first book. Johnny and the Dead is the second book, and Johnny and the Bomb is the third book. Now, Only You Can Save Mankind does not have a television show. It does have a 3-part radio drama that was made by Radio 4 in 1996. I'm just going to tell you a quick idea of what it's about. Johnny Maxwell is this kid, and weird stuff happens to him. He's like fated to be the protagonist of light fantasy sci-fi stories for the entirety of his childhood. Basically, it's not explained that way, but he's just the protagonist in these 3 stories.
Okay.
In the first one, he's given a pirated copy of a game, which is called Only You Can Save Mankind, by his friend Wobbler. His 3 friends, Wobbler, Big Mac, and Yolus, are all constant features in these books. And in this one, he hasn't been playing that game for long when the enemy, the Screewee Empire, surrenders to him entirely. And at the same time, all the other copies of Only You Can Save Mankind have had all of the Screewee Empire gone. They're not there. It's not there in their game at all. The enemy is missing in everybody else's game and has surrendered to Johnny in his version. And it's about what happens from there. And it's this idea of actual science fiction taking place inside a computer game kind of idea.
Oh, nice.
And there's a lot of stuff gone on about how your perceptions of someone affects their own, like, their appearance, even how they seem to act to one person is with one perception of them is different to how they act to someone else, because they are very alien, sort of newt, crocodile, 8-limbed creature looking things. And yeah, it's a fantastic book. It's a fantastic radio drama, but it's not, again, the focus of what we want to talk about, because we specifically talk about TV. So I'm going to move over to the second book in the Johnny Maxwell trilogy, which was published in 1993, called Johnny and the Dead. Johnny and the Dead is about, again, Johnny Maxwell in a crazy situation. There is a graveyard where there is some, like, there's town planning, and the graveyard's going to get destroyed, so the town planning can carry on and all this sort of stuff. And at the same time, Johnny actually meets ghosts who live in the cemetery and has to try and help them to keep the place where they now, well, they're dead, but where they now live. which is precious to them.
Okay.
So it's a fantastic little bit of fantasy. It's a fantastic bit of literature. It's for children and young adults, but adults will enjoy reading it. And it was turned into a 4-part miniseries, which you can now find in one single video on YouTube by the BBC in 1995.
Okay.
It stars George Baker, Jane Lapater, Tina Martin, Ray Lonan, Jeffrey Whitehead, Frank Ellis, and probably the biggest name is Brian Blessed.
Ah, okay.
Andrew Falvey stars as Johnny Maxwell. He also played Fiver in Watership Down. And Terry Pratchett said of Andrew Falvey that he is exactly who he saw when he imagined Johnny Maxwell. The way he plays him is perfect. It's charming. It's a wonderful TV show. It was designed to be a family show, and anyone of any age is going to enjoy it. It hasn't got any of that like dumbing down of anything or over sexualization or anything like that going on with it. It's heartwarming. It's drama, it's fantasy, it's science fiction, and it's really, really well written, and it's really well performed.
I appreciate that. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Then we move on from that, anyone who's a Terry Pratchett fan, you're going to adore this TV show, okay? Even if you haven't read the books, and if you haven't, why in the world haven't you?
I haven't. Put my hand up.
So helpful for audio medium there, Troy. Cheers.
We then have the third in the trilogy. And the third in the trilogy is called Johnny and the Bomb. And at this point, Johnny's actually managed. This is the latest in his life. He's gotten into his early teenage years. Him, Yolus, Big Mac, and Wobbler are all hanging out, and they find Mrs. Tachyon, bag lady, and she's all messed up. And then he discovers that her trolley, the bag lady's trolley, is actually a time machine, and manages to go back to his town during the time of the Blitz. This time round, all of his friends, Wobbler, Big Mac, Yolus, and the friend he made in the first book, Only You Can Save Mankind, Kirsty, they all go back in the book to the Blitz time. So it's the first time they've taken part in a very active way. They're kind of take part in Johnny and the Dead, but they're kind of helping him and like going along with it. In 2006, the BBC did a 3-part television adaptation of Johnny and the Bomb. George McKay starred as Johnny, and the big name would have been Zoe Wanamaker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got that.
Frank Finley and Keith Barron also star. These guys, this one is very much sort of a case of you're not just looking at it being a fun romp through history. You're looking at different sexual perceptions and prejudices, different racial perceptions and prejudices. There's a lot of you're still dealing with a family show. You're still dealing with a it's still kid friendly, but there are questions and there are things that are addressed, and they're done really well. The writing's fantastic, the portrayals are fantastic, cinematography's fantastic. It's a much higher budget than Johnny and the Dead. So yeah, I just wanted to give you that because if you want something to watch that really does do justice to Pratchett's vision for it, there it is. And if you didn't know that those books were Pratchett, they are gems. Go and consume all of it. It's brilliant.
Okay.
And that is really all I wanted to say about anything today.
Okay.
Nice. Just in time.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, Kingslayer. Right.
Kings.
Best of talk joke.
Oh,
Right.
dear Benny's going crazy with the wrestling jokes today.
I've just gone for it. Well, if you won't talk about big sweaty men, who will? Anyway, so I have 3 emails. Thank you to Dan. Okay. 2 from Newcastle. Okay, I'm just going to read these straight away. 1 from Australia. Right. Derek from Newcastle. Hi, Tim, Sam, Boy, and Ven. Who the fuck are these people? Tim, I think you mean Tom. Sam, that must be Dan. Boy is Troy, and I'm Ven.
Wait, Troy boy. Yeah.
What am I, Kingdom Hearts or something? Ven. What the hell? Okay. Keep up the good work. I have noticed, long-time fan of the podcast, blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much, Derek. Even for you can't apparently get any of our names right. You're welcome. I've noticed in about 9 months' time you would have run out of Red Dwarf. Is there a backup plan for Smug Mode? If so, have you discussed it? Funny enough, you should ask that. Should we tell them?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to all pick a show each. Mine is a Crystal Maze because I think we can make it work. They think I'm crazy. But we're all going to pitch our ideas when the time comes. The other 3 guys are going to make up their decision, plus another person, but we're going to talk about that after the emails. There's going to be a pitch. We're all going to make our cases. We're going to then let the fans decide on the 5 choices. Yes, 5. And you guys decide what will replace Smug Mode when it is time.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? Have we got it?
Yeah, we're going to do a proper poll for it, and we really do want to hear what you guys want us to do, an episode by episode, proper level into it. Out of our choices, so we're going to narrow it down so everyone's not just throwing in everything all and sundry.
Yeah, because if we let Troy's not in, we're in trouble.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
oh dear.
Yeah. That show's banned. That show's definitely banned. That's the
No,
only
definitely
fan
not.
show.
Definitely not banned. It's coming, guys. It's coming, guys.
And Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who can also be on the ban list as well for that
It's
one.
coming,
Cheers.
guys. Charm fans unite. There we go.
So basically, but there is one where we all have to agree on the show. So they kind of said Crystal Maze, we like that. So it's obviously something all 5 of us. Yes, there's 5. Yeah, I'll get to it in a minute. Shut up. This guy doesn't deserve it. Basically,
That's harsh.
First of all, Tim, Sam, Boy, and Ven. Do you even know? I know you're from Newcastle, but I'm surely you can understand my accent.
Ben, shut up, Ben.
Ben, let him live. Let him live.
No, I'm joking, Derek. No, I'm joking, Derek.
Even Boy agrees with me.
I think Derek said it. Well, Derek, or as I call you, Dexter. I'm going to call you Dexter. There we go. Turn that around. No, we'll let you know soon, mate. Thank you for listening and thank you for the kind words. I do think, though, that you're doing it on purpose. Cheers.
Back for the message. Back for the message.
Yeah, but it is funny. Tim, can we call you Timothy Tom? Is that allowed?
Okay. Tiny Tim. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So,
Just call a new diagram then.
Okay, Darren from Newcastle. Hello, Newcastle. Busy day. Love the podcast, guys. Quick question. Okay, first of all, Dan, you can have my sister. What?
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Did she say that, or are you just trying to get rid of her?
That's what I thought.
This is one of the ones I did not look at before we came on air. This is fun. When are you doing a Red Dwarf book special? Yeah, Dan, when are we doing a Red Dwarf? Are you going to take his sister? And also, when are we doing the book special?
We're doing the book special as soon as me and Tom say we are because you're not doing any work for it, so we're the ones reading the books.
If I buy any more books, my wife will divorce me.
Buy audio books then, man.
Yeah.
Listen to them on your way to work.
Okay. Well, we're doing
basically,
whatever we're like.
we don't know, but it'll happen. Don't worry.
It doesn't necessarily have to be within the time frame of when we're covering the episodes. We'll do it when we want to do a good job.
It'll be within the
Thank you,
next.
Dan.
It'll
And
be
about
in
his sister?
2021 for sure.
And about his sister?
Well, look, I haven't heard anything from his sister. All I've heard is him. You think I'm going to say anything based off of that? Come on, have a bit more respect.
Dan, I'd just like to know that, you know, Dan's not in London. I won't tell you his location, but it's a lot closer to Newcastle than we are. So we'll let you know. If you could tell us if it's...
Okay, Ben, did you get an F in geography?
Okay, maybe not. Maybe, okay, I don't know where you live. I'm not going to...
I'm loving this right now.
Put it this way, I didn't get snow.
I know London, and everything after that is a bit hazy. Right, there we go. Okay. Okay, so, you know, next question. One more. Sir from Australia. Oh, dear. I have a great idea for a podcast, and I'm shopping it around to other podcasters if they'd be interested. Okay, what is this? A sales information? Oh, dear. Okay. Have you thought about doing a porn podcast? I don't even know.
Oh, wow. Who was that? Wait, was that a woman or a man? Who was that?
Sarah from Australia.
What the hell? Saucy. All right, Sarah. Okay.
You could do a play-by-play. No, thank you.
Damn, Sarah. Okay, you have to hit me up.
I mean, she's put here. There's there's not a lot of competition in this area. And I think
there's a reason for that, Sarah.
Dan, stop it, Dan. Dan, let her live, Dan. Let her live.
Oh, dear God. And you could do description play-by-play and give it a rating out of 10.
YouTube changes their rules on monetization. We'll put a team together, shall we?
Sarah, that was amazing.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. You can also give them 10s for size, technique, and hip thrust. No, we're not doing that, sir. Thank you very much for the podcast, but yeah, we're washing our hands of that. Okay.
Ben, could I ask you a favour? Could you read the emails by yourself before you read them out at some point?
I think it's for the best, yeah. Because two of those, the last two, definitely didn't read them before we came on the
I can tell.
Oh boy.
Oh, Ben, before you continue, Ben, before you continue, I gotta say something.
Stop, you're pregnant.
Okay. Okay, so considering last Square Eye Syndrome, I wasn't here, so I just want to respond to someone, you know. Yeah.
Hold on, Valentine's Day is gone, bruv. You're screwed. Hold on, let me get hot.
Yeah.
Let me get hot. Hold on.
Go on. Go ahead.
I haven't got hot. You're gonna have to just go with it.
Damn it. Okay. So yeah. Go on. Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna go the whole joke. Hold on. If you can just hold up a second.
I'll wait. Go ahead.
Hold on. Sexy music into YouTube.
Sexy music into YouTube.
Mark Henry. Okay.
Here we go. Wow. But yeah. Oh, I love that response. I like that email, by the way.
Hold on.
Oh, you're playing music. You're actually gonna play it? Okay, go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play some saxophone. Sorry about this. Saxophone for the saxophone. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Please play. Go on, Troy. Just go ahead.
Oh yes, that was a great email from Last Square Eye Syndrome. You know, I loved it.
Why are you sounding dirty? What's going on?
I am single. Yes. By the way, if you're asking, you know. So you can all have a YouTube channel. I know you watch it, so hit me up. You know what to do. So yeah, and
this is a podcast.
Yeah. So this is me, Troy, just shooting my shot. You know. So yeah, I'm done. So yeah, you know what to do.
You sound like you're done. This is the soundtrack to our porn podcast if we ever wanted to do it, by the way.
Oh yeah, that'd be a great tune.
By the way, Tom is also available for pimping out as well.
Yeah, Tom is available. Yeah,
He makes a great, he'll show you his daggone nanny. Okay, right. I think we should go. Oh yes, hold on. Yes, so fifth member. Next week we have decided Tara. We're gonna add, you may remember Tara from episode 34. She's been every day asking me to come back on the podcast.
Yeah, she's been clamoring for it, guys.
After talking to everybody, I decided.
Why? What is wrong with her?
I don't know. She obviously decided, hey, I can hang with these people. I don't know. She's mental as well. She'll fit in around here. We've decided to add her as a fifth member of the syndrome. So if Troy does go missing, then you've always got four other people.
Exactly. If I go missing, Ben goes missing, you know what I'm saying, from time to time.
Or Dan.
Or Dan or Tom. But Dan and Tom are kind of...
Christina kidnap him, or Stephen Moffat does break up his marriage to go with Tom. We never know what can happen.
Oh my gosh.
So she'll be joining us from next week.
Yeah.
Also, the only pimping I'm doing is podcasts, other podcasts. But I'll let you know about that in due course. Finalising some stuff. It's going to be fun times. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Have we got any other business?
Yes,
not today.
We do. We have one bit of other business. We really, really love the emails. Please keep them coming.
Yes. Like, share, subscribe if you're on the YouTube channel as well, by the way.
Yeah. Do not give us any more ideas about porn podcasts.
Oh, also,
to happen. It's a no for me.
can I do a quick plug?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Quick plug. Because I just found out the other day that the one and only song that I have up on Spotify has gone past 3,000 listens, and I'm really, really happy about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone wants to have a listen to it and hasn't, Porcelain People by Dan Rutch.
We'll put a link in the description and everything. So Dan, send that to me. We'll sort that out.
Everybody check it out, guys. Check it out.
I know it's 4 days past Valentine's, but this is how I'm going to play us out. So until next week. No, hold on a second.
I'm about to say it's not a legit walkout.
Mate, hang on.
Oh yeah.
Live from the sex cupboard, it's Dan Rudge.
Oh yeah.
You're supposed to be talking and playing out over the top.
Yeah, come on, Ben. You're supposed to be talking here. Come on.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, the new email is going to be bengilman98@gmail.com because you guys have ignored the other one. Everything goes through that one, so we're just going to stick with that one. That's bengilman98@gmail.com. We warned you, but we're going to change it up now. Right, Tom?
Yeah.
But you can still send it to
Square-eyed Syndrome 2020@gmail.com.
Okay, pop that cherry. Pop that email's cherry. Right. It's goodbye from me.
Bye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
And that's from his sex dungeon, you lucky people. Right. Good night, then.